What's up, y'all? It's your girl, the currency chick. I'm back with another video. Um, I wanted to mock up this video and basically show y'all support and resistance. Um, and I'm currently looking at US30 on the 4 hour chart. And I normally don't trade it, but this looks beautiful. So I had to come and mock this up and test it out. So basically, like I said, what I'm looking at US30 on the 4 hour chart. And as you can see, I drew a zone right here. And this zone on this 4 hour chart basically was representing resistance at one point in time. But you see the market had broke this resistance and came back down and tested it as support. Um, I also have my trend line drawn right here to follow this current uptrend that is in. And I drew a Fibonacci to the follow the uptrend basically for my entries and everything. So, okay, like I said, it's currently in an uptrend based off of this 4 hour chart, and this was the break of the zone pullback. This is the retest, and as you notice, it is lined up with the 61.8 on the Fibonacci tool. And normally, the 61, all these are reversal zones on this Fibonacci. And normally, when it comes to the 61.8, at that point, you would look for some type of rejection or support um, at this level to see um, if it's going to give me anything to enter this trade for this continuation to the upside. And so as I stretch this out even further, this blue candle right here that bounced off my trend line and rejected off of the 61.8, as you can see, and it pushed all the way up to this point. That is basically a pin bar candlestick pattern. And that's a beautiful candlestick because at this point is letting you know that the buyers was pushing the market back up into this area and retested the zone. So the following candle, which is the red candle, this is how the market had closed on Friday based off of this 4 hour chart. But we also have more rejection. As you can see, this wick at the bottom of this candle. You have a wick at the top too, but right now I'm just focusing on the wick at the bottom that's rejecting from this zone and the 61.8 level. So at that point, it looked like it's lining up for a beautiful buy, at least back up to this zone because this is another area of resistance that's as you can see it pushed back down from there. So I will go down a little further to see what the 1 hour chart is doing at this point. Um Now I tested this out earlier because I had a fib drawing over here and the fib played out, the negative 61.8 played out. So basically it came and did its Fibonacci point A, point B, point C, point D, and then started to bounce back up. So here it is on the 1 hour. You see all these candlesticks right here. Once it got to the 61.8 line, it started to basically consolidate right here because it was finding support. Once it found support, you had these two blue candles that pushed up. So basically that was a little bullish momentum push. Then it came back down and this candle right here, that little small one before the red one, is a doji. But it also tested the 61.8 and bounced up again. And a doji sometimes is basically considered indecision in the market. But the way it's looking, it's looking like buyers want to push this back up. Okay, so now I'm gonna look at the 30 minute. You had a breaker structure right here. So you really could draw a smaller fib on here. I'm not going to do that though. And then I'm gonna go down to the 15 and add this chart from the 15. Let me delete this structure that I drew. Okay, yes, and on the 15 minute, you can also see that um it broke a structure level right here, like I said, and it pushed up and bounced back. And then this is beautiful. On this 15 minute, that is a beautiful bullish candle right there. So, based off my analysis, now even if I draw a trend line like this, so this 15-minute trend line was showing you this 15-minute downtrend. It broke through my trend line, so that was a break, and then it retested on the 15 minute. Then you had your continuation to the upside. So at that point, this right here gave me my higher low on this 15 minute. So yes, the US 30 is really, really looking good for buys. Um, I'm gonna keep my eye on this one. Like I said, I never traded US30 live. I did it on demo accounts, but I'm gonna test this one out because I think this gonna be a good one right here. Once again, it's your girl, the currency chick. So I'll come back with an update, let you guys know how this plays out.